I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate, pay their bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go. They're on 26-yard line.
60 outlaw.
Check 53's mine.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Block. He's going to fire this thing deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Set 90 Wolf. Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Throwing on first down is Locke. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, Alpha.
On first down, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Watch out.
On the ball. Snap.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here we go. 50, plant.
53's Mike.
And we got to get to the ball. Ready?
On first down, Dobbins. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Topper!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
53 is the mark.
First and 10. Here we go. 17-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get him.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's a party now.
Five.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watch the screen.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
It's just me and you.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
We're scoreless after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
They looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Mike, 53, Mike.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
On the ready.
53's right. Check. 53's right. Watch the run. Let's go.
They'll run with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Greystone, travel. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
2.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one goes for 24 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. 56 of mine.
Block now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Go now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
56, check 56.
From the gun on third down. Lock. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, echo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
I got him.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
Get it.
Here we go on fourth down with Locke. And he'll find Hall. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
I'm coming after you.
Hey. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. 23 yards the pickup there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
56. Night, sweetheart.
Now to the air, Lock. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Lock to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on fourth down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. And the 13-year man puts it through, and we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Back to the air on second down. Herbert looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And an alley to run. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
56, check 56. So we got man. Mike 56.
Now this time Locke will throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And some room to work. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Haywood. Big grip.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Set, ready? 60 or.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Locke. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 27 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I can't believe they let you play.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check, 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 check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
He's got a man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go.
To throw again. Herbert got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Nigel Bradham brings him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Pull it high.
56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to smoke. 56. Mike, 56 right there. 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And an alley to run. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, baby.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd and 3. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
56.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And they'll indeed take a knee. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard.